Doing embedded software verification and using a digital twin? How are you sure it's not an evil twin? I've seen this a couple of times where people, in order to establish their digital twin, that is a replica of their device on a server, for example, are using a native compiler, say GCC or Visual Studio. Now, what does that do is that it raises a doubt about the type of code that you're actually testing or analyzing. In fact, it's more probable than not that the headers are very different. And does it matter? Oh yeah, I've seen errors that would only become apparent once you are on the proper headers. Now, if you were to use TrustInSoft Analyzer in order to analyze your code, first thing, you would actually be able to use your cross-compiler's preprocessor. So TrustInSoft is not going to compile your code, it's going to modelize it, but it's going to do so from the code that will actually be embedded into your target. Then it's going to modelize your code's behavior based on your target's architecture. So it's going to know everything about Indianness and the length of the int. So the analysis it comes up with is actually valid for the micro that you're going to be targeting in the end. Even better, if you are reading sensors in a test environment, you will be limited to individual values, right? Well, how about this? Define in TrustInSoft range of values that your sensors can have. It can be whatever you decide, or it can be full range. That's entirely your choice. And then the analysis is going to take into account the whole range that you're giving at the sensory input in order to determine the presence or absence of runtime errors. And the diagnostics, clear as day. No false negatives, very low false positive, all of that backed by math, but without needing you or your engineers to become math majors. What you're getting in the end is a true digital twin of how your code is going to behave. It's fully virtualized. It doesn't require any hardware, yet the diagnostics that you're going to get are much more precise, relevant, and in the end, that's really what digital twin should be about. It should be about being efficient and precise.